Ladies and gentlemen.
You ready for this?
This is Rainier Avenue Radio .world, the station that cares about our community.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Kid Sensation here, asking for all of us to come together to support a legend, an icon in the hip-hop community, DJ Nasty Ness. He's got mounting hospital bills. He can't be productive right now, so other expenses, y'all. Hey, man, he's going through it. Let's come together and let's rally around DJ Nasty Ness and help him on his road to recovery. His GoFundMe is at gofundme.com/support Nasty Ness Rodriguez road to recovery. Let's get to it to help Ness in his time of need. God bless you. Let's get to it.
Mga kaibigan, ito po si Kuya Bert Kawili.
And this is Miles Salvador from Australia.
And I'm Norb Kawili, also known as NorbCam.
Kung gusto niyo po ang latest news and events from the Philippines at yung local Filipino community, PhilAm Radio po.
We play Filipino music and interview guests from all around the world.
And I'll keep you updated on the latest Seahawks and sports news.
Kaya always tune in, PhilAm Radio every Tuesday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
And in YouTube and Facebook. Salamat po.
Women Empowerment Talk Radio, your roadmap to business success. Tune in every Sunday at 3 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, providing resources and sharing motivational experiences from the everyday entrepreneur. Tune in Women Empowerment Talk Radio every Sunday, 3 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
This is a Rainier Avenue radio message on fentanyl awareness in our communities.
Talk about awareness, drug user awareness, to talk about how to use Narcan, to do that kind of education on the street for people to make sure that they have it available. These folks are our neighbors, they're our community members, they're our families, folks who start out for any given reason, and there are countless different reasons why people end up living outside, but it's part of the community and the culture. If they didn't start out using substances, they end up using substances. If they've stayed outside for any length of time, they will end up with chronic medical conditions. Cost that it ends up creating for the community, for people to be in and out of the emergency room.
This has been a Rainier Avenue radio message on fentanyl in our communities.
Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo
and your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and ID Yourself
here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio
every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Here go the first song.
A legend dies and a star's born. It's the pop guy, wholesale Danza. I rock like an Osborne. Daddy and my mother pressed, sister and my brother stressed. God please, goddamn, God giving me another test. Karate Kid in the flesh, 50 ball for the application, baby, nothing less. A star across the sky, I was living on a straight wish. Time for vanilla, Louis luggage full of straight fish. Make shift, the way shift, we late shift. Banana peels, you slipping, we go ape-ish. Play a position, player paying tuition. Still on a mission, still wishing. Stars born. I got my hands on the key and push the button like a car alarm. Sauce shows me I ain't choosing sauce. Danza, you know the name, now tell me who's the boss. Talking hotel, motel, holiday Inn, B&B. Player gon' keep it P, hustler gon' keep it feet. Getting off, hitting my lick, then I be dipping off. Rings and watches and fabrics cut from a different cloth. Tell me, who do you believe in? Dancing with the devil like a motherfucking demon. Play a position, player paying tuition. Still on a mission, still wishing.
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. We're wishing on a star, man. Yeah.
Classy. That's classy right there.
That's classic AD for you, Anthony
Classic
Danza.
and classy. Yeah.
Check it all on his album that just dropped, Wholesale Tyranny. And who's also our guest tonight as well, man. Oh, there we go. We're live on Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, our community radio station. Hip hop and R&B, you get to hear it here first, and we interview artists as well as comedians and DJs and all the types, man. Every Wednesday night, 9-11 p.m. with the Juice Pack. Myself, D Money,
Pint Size Patron,
OG Mambo.
Yeah, sir, and ID yourself. Man. All right, we got a great show planned for you. Tonight, of course, syndicated also well on Blazing 420.
Smoke some.
Yes, sir. And yeah, we'll have a great show for you tonight. Not to mention AD, who opened the show up. Anthony Danza will be joining us live. But also, we get Alabama's own BZ Vandross coming through. And this is breaking news. We'll have a check-in from an artist who will be debuting their video. He's named CaNn CaNn, and over there in Brooklyn, New York, some dance hall for you, and he'll introduce it himself at 10:20 p.m. So tune in for that, man. Lots to come on tonight's edition of Fresh Juice. Yes, sir. All right, follow on over our platforms. We're everywhere. Facebook.com/groups/Fresh Juice Media, IGX, Twitter. Fresh Juice Media.
Subscribe.
That's right. Do that to the YouTube. Go do that. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. You don't have to even put it in the browser. You can just do this. Just put it in the browser. You don't have to do the search engine. That was, it takes directly to the site. And you get live shows from us almost every week. You can watch them whenever you want. You don't have to watch them live, but you can watch them whenever. And then we do smaller clips for you on the daily of past episodes. Right now, we're releasing the ones from last week with only one wiser. So lots of great content there.
Very Christy content.
Lots of Christy content. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. Like, comment, share. Ring that bell. Ring that bell. You get all Fresh Juice content first. So there you go. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. Okay. All right. Well, before we bring in our guests, we usually like to take 1 year ago, take a look back at 1 year ago. And who did we have on this show last year at this time? Taryn Casey was on this show. Nice. We had a lot of fun with Taryn Casey, didn't we?
My twin.
I had to make a choice on that one on what clip to play, but I think what did it for me was when we started reading things, random things upside down on the show. So there we go.
Meanwhile, your volume turned down.
That is not it. That was not it.
I was reading the room.
Uh-oh, I think it accidentally got saved on something else. So why don't we just go ahead and move on? All right.
That was fun. That was fun though. I remember that.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll never have to do that again.
My favorite part was when Mambo just grabbed his conditioner and started reading the back of it.
Hey man, we efficient, man. When you make it a game, I'm gonna play. You dig what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And Taryn read off that thing like super quick too. So it's like she had done it before. Anyway, Mambo, one of our guests is here. The other one is not. So go ahead and bring in the one that actually is here.
Who's here?
Check the chat.
Yep.
The one that starts with A. Yeah, there you go.
No, that's you could have just said in studio or out of studio. That worked too. But I got you.
No, he's out of studio too. But
okay, perfect. I got you. I'm really good.
All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring in our guest, man. Mambo, do your thing.
Man, y'all already got a very small dosage, man. And I mean a small dosage, man, with that wholesale tyranny, man. But this guest that we got coming on the Fresh Juice is a veteran in the game, someone who is well established, pushed his pen and banged on pavement on his own accord, so much so that the collaboration, man, the list of collaborations is unreal, unbelievable, man. We're gonna get to dive deep into the story, know the who's and the what's, man. But I need y'all to fasten your seatbelts, man, and get ready for that wholesale tyranny. We got my guy Anthony Danza in the building, man. Make some noise, man.
We here.
Welcome back.
What's up, fellas? What's happening?
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, back to the show for sure.
D Money, what up? Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo.
Come on, man.
We all here.
The dream
and
team.
Miles
Are y'all
Salvador's
92,
here
94?
too. Yeah, man. Good stuff. We got a lot planned for Anthony Danza. We'll see about Beezy, but we'll keep it going for now. And man, let's go into our favorite game show. So let's go ahead and do this, man. We like to call it Take Your Pick. All right, there you go. All right, easy to play. Take your pick. AD may remember. We give you two different options. You just choose one. So there you go. We're gonna play, but we want you to play as with us on your comment section on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Instagram. So go ahead and drop your comment on what you think the answer is for you. And you don't have to explain yourself or not, but we will take our favorite commenter and celebrate it on the following episodes. Without no further ado, let's take a look at last week's winner. D Milo, who said movie, because you can turn that off. The book makes me think Jumanji, and I'm cool. So the question was, if you need some reference, make any book you touch have its story come to life or enter a movie you're watching as a character. So he's like, if Jumanji comes to life, and I'm not dealing with that. So there you go. D Milo, favorite commenter of the previous episode of last week.
A valid point. A valid point.
Yeah, but I'm still going with book though. Okay, let's do some new ones, man. Here we go. Take your pick. Live a lonely but a saintly life, or lots of friends but you're evil.
But I'm evil.
I don't even know what being saintly is. So strictly off the principle of that, go ahead and give me all the homies, and I'm over here, Dr. Evil, man. You know what I'm saying? We get into the series.
You're gonna be Dr. Evil.
But evil is all about perception, you know what I'm saying?
It
Like
is.
one nation's leader looks at another nation's leader like they're evil, you know what I'm saying? But each one of those nations' people may look at that person like they not, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. But yeah, I don't like the concept of being all lonely though. That sounds whack.
Yeah.
It depends who you are, man. Lonely could be lit.
It has its
For sure.
moments. It has its moments.
For sure. I think I'm gonna go with that one, man.
You gonna go with that one?
Saintly and lonely, like a monk or something like it.
Yeah, almost like you're spending your entire life like in meditation or something. No, maybe not that. How you rolling on this one, AD?
I'm gonna go with OG. I need my people. I'm a people person. I gotta have that. And it's a tough one though. I mean, like you kind of pigeonhole like that. That's a crazy question, but I'm gonna figure out how to work that evil thing out. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with my people. I gotta have that connection.
They said Robin Hood was evil. We'll just leave it there. You know what I'm saying?
It's all perspective, right? I get it, man. Right. I get it.
What you going with, D?
I'm with you, Patron, man.
We could be lonely together, man, like that band.
Yeah. Former guest of the show, right? Lonely together. But yeah, man.
If you have no one to share this with, you know what is it?
Yeah, this saintly energy that you guys it's just yours. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I like to keep it Christy. No, only one wiser.
Saintly.
All right, man. Let's move on to the next one. Here we go. Take your pick. Shrink whenever you want, or grow whenever you want.
Ant-Man. I'm going Ant-Man on him.
You gonna go shrink on him?
Anthony Edwards style.
Oh.
I don't know, bro.
I'm gonna go small. I'm gonna go Ant too. I think that's way more of a valuable whatever you call it tool in the tool belt.
Anthony Danza. Ant Dan.
Ant Danza.
I feel like that would be beneficial to get to like disappear real quick, but it would be kind of nice to just like become a giant and I could just like take 2 jumps and I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm in Tacoma. Bow bow. You know what I'm saying? Couple steps away, you know what I'm saying? That sounds kind of tight. I'm gonna go the other way, bro. I'm gonna go grow.
Okay.
Another thing is like if you can be too big.
Yeah.
Being too small is kind of like, I mean,
you can be too small.
A particle.
Yeah, you don't. What if you get stepped on accident when you shrink? You don't want that.
You could be a particle, but if you're small enough, you can't even get stepped on.
Okay, that's true. That's true. You're in between all the cracks and crevices.
You don't want to get attacked by the crickets like in Honey McShrunk My Kids. Oh my god. Man. So for me, it's I think it is it's shrink for me because I think it's just more opportunities you can do with that. Grow. Yeah, you have the opportunity to, better chance of making the NBA, maybe.
But you're thinking way too small. If I got the power to grow, I'm not about to be no 7 feet tall, bro. I'm about to be like 40 feet tall, bro. I'm going all the way up, bro. I'm with the trees, bro.
What you gonna do when you get that big besides go to Tacoma?
But I'm talking about travel in general, bro. I could walk to Texas. What you mean, bro? It's down the way. That's right there. That's a hop, skip, and a jump, bro. You never seen the Hulk when he jumping?
You just going big on the traveling benefits exclusively. That's it.
On the low, bro. What you mean? What you mean? Hey, bro, we in Miami tonight. All right, bet. I'm gonna see y'all over there. Boom. Bloop, 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 bloop.
And then take one big step.
I'm over there. That's it. I'm over there.
Just watch your step, Mambo. There's a lot of people down there.
I can still hit the bank robbery. I just get real big, scare everybody off, rip the door of the little safe. Boom, we in there. Get a little chilly. Now I'm jumped out. I'm in Mexico. We chilling. There's motion going on over here. I'm just trying to let you know. Hey, Danza, I got toes on every blade in America, and I'm checking on them all in one night. You hear me?
Come on.
But think about all these places you can get if you shrink, man. You can get underneath the door. You can if you lose something.
I could also open the door and walk through it, D Money. Like that's a thing too. You know what I'm saying?
Being small, you could pretty much sneak in and obtain any information you wanted. So you could figure. You just gotta.
That is cold. No, that is cold. You and this listen exactly what they saying. Like what these dudes talking about in here about me. I'm gonna just slide in here, shrink down. Now that's hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Ain't nobody know you're there. Yeah.
But you going with the shrink, huh?
Yeah, I'm still going shrink for sure.
Get your Paul Rudd on.
The movie references are on point tonight, Patron.
What we got next, D Money?
That's for Patron anyway. Miles says grow, by the way. Okay. All right, man. All right. Next up, take your pick. Hear colors or see sounds?
Nice.
Hear colors or see sounds?
These are a unique 5 this week. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I say see sounds.
See sounds?
See sounds. That's an NERD album.
Yeah, I'm a rock with the C sounds too, because I feel like what I'm hearing already real colorful. It's illustrated and painted very well.
Man, I'm kind of curious, like what green sounds like, or what like brown sounds like, or what
Brown is it? Brown sounds like what you think it would sound like.
Like a splat. Definitely a splat.
Like a splat. You would think brown would have a little bit more soul, but
red is like a siren, like in the Kill Bill movie.
Ooh, I don't want to hear red then.
I guess I'm gonna go with hearing colors.
You're gonna hear some colors?
Yeah, it might improve my musical abilities.
Ooh, think about how that could affect how you approach making a song.
And my album's called Nevergreen, so that I guess it all kind of ties in.
As it does, Patron, as it does. All right, let's go on to the next one. Here we go. Take your pick. High five every person you see or salute every vehicle that passes you.
I do the second one already.
You salute every vehicle? You be like...
Okay, well, it depends. If I like something I see, I'm like, okay.
Salute.
I'm gonna go with salute the vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Having to slap I don't want to slap five with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone deserves such a service, but I don't mind chucking a salute, wishing everybody a safe ride. I do wish everybody a safe ride, even if I don't like you that much. I do hope you like drive safe. You know what I'm saying?
D-Money, try that when you drive though. Just salute some random like people, even if they can't see it. It feels good. Feels good.
I can see that. I can see that. But where are you at on this one, AD?
Gotta salute the vehicle. That's some small town shit. We do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let everybody know that, you know what I'm saying, that you're rocking with them no matter what goes down. You know what I'm saying? We all band together. Just let them know.
When you see the people on the bridge with the sign, you know.
And all it said was salute. It might even be the 2-finger salute. You know what I'm saying? Check that too from a distance. You know what I'm saying?
Different type of salute. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
What else we got? We got one more?
We got one more. Yeah. Let's go ahead to the last one. Here we go. Take your pick. Experience any movie for the first time again, or you can make any embarrassing moment from your life completely disappear from reality.
Movies.
Like ain't nobody remember that.
Movies, man. I just started watching Fargo again from season 1. It's just not the same like the first time, man.
Yeah.
But then I am enjoying it. Yeah. Movies.
Okay.
I like Fargo.
Fargo?
Craziness.
Mm-hmm. I like that movie.
I watched the movie for the first time like last week. So I started the show again and way different, man. Considering
you watching the show. Gotcha.
I'm watching the show.
I never saw
Yeah,
the show.
I rock with the movie too.
You rocking with the movie? I'm kind of actually leaning on the embarrassing moment because it's like it gives you like a free mulligan. So it happens and then nobody remembers it. It never happens.
What was your embarrassing moment you gotta take back?
A couple, man. A couple. I think
one
for one, man, when I was playing bowling and I totally fell on my butt in front of a girl that I liked. So there you go. Definitely would like to have that one be gone.
That's called an icebreaker. That's what that is.
See, the reason why I couldn't go embarrassing moment, one, there's just not that much value in it. And any embarrassing moment that I've ever had, all it did was build a little bit more character, add to this player a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So it's all part of the sauce, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Garlic might not be your favorite ingredient, but it's part of the sauce though, you know what I mean?
Right. Man. Well, what are you choosing on this one, AD? You choose movie?
I'll probably take the embarrassing moment away.
Really?
There was one family function where I told asked one of my cousins if she was pregnant again after she just had a baby and she wasn't, and I said it in front of everybody, and that was real. I felt so bad. Like,
oh,
that's family though.
I would totally want to have that one back.
That is a tough one though, because
it was kind of one of them cousins that it was one of those cousins that you don't see a lot, so you kind of like it's like a distant one, and then you walk in late to like the family function, kind of like new to the was on me, and I was like, hey, congratulations on the baby, you guys doing it again? And she was like, no, and I was like, oh, and I almost grabbed her stomach.
That's probably her most embarrassing moment.
That's why I would take it back. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad.
Everybody gets a mulligan on that one. That's real. That's
crazy, man. All right. Well, thank everybody for playing. Take yo pick. We're going to get to our next track on the show. And this one coming to you from San Diego. And from Caitlin is her name. And let's see, there's the project right there. Plain Jane is the record. So check out Caitlin right here. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. We're live with Anthony Danza, man. So keep it locked. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hi, my name is Plain Jane, or you could call me it takes. I just need tattoos in a mid-face. I can even have in a name Dave. Then maybe I will get the same pay in the same place. I woke up and chose violence. Dumped them over text and never said what the why is. Fat rep to the dome, dose it till I'm violet. Today I'm walking out the door like I got a plain Jane. You need to stop all that whining. Well, if I shake, you listen to what I'm rhyming. I know you'd like me better if I would suffer in silence. Okay, I'm done. I tried it. Hi, my name is Plain Jane, or you could call me Caitlin. They're really the same thing. I put a pen to paper and then it became flames. And now the girlies beg me to change lanes. Okay, I figured out what it takes. I just need tattoos in a mid-face. I can even have in a name Dave. Then maybe I will get the same pay in the same place. Hi sis, it's just me and you in the second verse. Now all the boys are gonna make them feel too insecure. Started talking, think I must have hit a nerve. Put their ego in a hearse. Sorry sir, I'll get the nurse. Oh no, bro's tweaking in the comments. Someone help him understand the concept. You got cooked by a girl, dog. Yeah, God sent me to piss the world off. Hi, my name is Plain Jane, or you could call me Caitlin. They're really the same thing. I put a pen to paper and then it became flames. And now the girlies beg me to change lanes. Okay, I figured out what it takes. I just need tattoos in a mid-face. I can even have it in a name Dave. Then maybe I will get the same pay in the same place.
What's God with it? This is the only one wiser. Christ, the representative himself, man. Keep it moving, D Money, Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, The Juice Pack, D Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo. Oh, that's good, man.
Bow, bow, bow. Livio in here, Seattle's finest Northside representative. Shout out D Money, Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice in the building, Rainier Avenue Radio in the building, Big Liv in the building. Shout out the Juice Pack, all that. Shout out my boy D Money, Pint Size Patron, you already know. Shout out my boy OG Mambo, Northside. Shout out ID Yourself. That mean look in the mirror and check yourself. Livio, large sums, LOM, that's loyalty over money, but we still get big money. Bow, 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 bow.
This is a Rainier Avenue Radio message. Fentanyl awareness in our community.
Sought out Percocet from the street dealer, and it was 100% fentanyl, and it instantly killed him.
You've seen young people trying drugs for the first time without realizing there's fentanyl in their drugs, overdose. I see the eyes of the people who I was not able to save. And not only have I seen people out on the streets overdose, but I had friends who have overdosed as well. I don't think people understand how all-encompassing, how fentanyl can take over somebody. They're just not themselves. They're a totally different person. And it's so addictive. They're just chasing their next high.
This has been a Rainier Avenue Radio message on fentanyl in our communities.
1, 2, get down.
What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Mara, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Metro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
On Rainier Avenue Radio.world, look for the Change Your Food, Change Your Life show. I'm Dennis Weaver, your good food guide and host, helping you to feel good and look good. And who wouldn't want some of that? All that and more from the Change Your Food, Change Your Life show on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Stories, songs, and get. Begin living the organic good food life, and the rest of your life just may be the best of your life. Always up, baby, to your help.
Love food? Here's some storage tips to keep it fresh longer. Store cut fruits and vegetables in the fridge. Place in reusable containers. Keep bread in the freezer for longer storage. 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
Fresh.
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, The Juice Pack, D Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself. You're here with Biscuit and Butter. Yeah.
We living in wholesale tyranny. I'm just billing through the zip codes. Everyone gather around and welcome to this show. Shout to all my P's, but this one's for the G's. My 9 to 5 is gritting out here looking for some ease. Every morning playing catch up. We can feel the squeeze. And if there was bread, and tell them we just want the cheese. Alhamdulillah, we spun through the law. The waves came and went and we just stuck to the raw. It was the stripes, it was the dudes. You know a player paid it. I was the first to raise my glass and toast that players made it. Most underrated, most player hated. Watch players do the most while most players faded. I got 99 missed calls and this shit ain't fun. I've been on my job, son, but the kid ain't done. My lawn service gas and the kick ain't one. I got 99 problems, but a brick ain't one. This is Steph from the logo, Larry on the loose, giving Tyson fresh out. It's Barry on the juice, Tiger before the crash, but still getting some abs. Cam and Reggie in the dorm room with a shoebox full of cash. Forrest and some dope boys in 45 states, 23 and 93 at Bally's playing high stakes. Shakiri blowing clouds, cashes before the shakes. It's every time we been right before it breaks. It's that millennial flow. I just cop and flip it. I'm a real Hades baby, I'm a walking ticket. It's them kids in the hall, bright future with a dark head. Last one's outside, we was the first on the dark web. ADHD, we seen it all in HD. The trauma we survived, and they wanna blame me. But this ain't what they used to. Danza, the Bob God, Mr. Tony Pro, Montana on the low. Understand the protocol, protected like a fish plug. Oakland to Denver, Bergen Hunt Fish Club, Tokyo to H-Town. Tell me how that bass sound. Tell me how, tell me now, tell me how that breakdown. I'm back on another curve, back with another bird. Talking shop, talking stock, Elon and Zuckerberg. Debit my amount, I bet my final count. My plug in my accountant don't credit my account. Anthony Danza, Wholesale Danza.
Ooh, Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio.
Dynasty intro.
Wholesale Danza.
Wholesale Tyranny.
Man, that
That
visual pressure too, man.
Man, I had to get them off, man. That original sample is actually from a group that dropped in 1982, so you know it fits with my whole 80s aesthetic. It just so happens that Jay used it as well, so it hit a couple different eras right there. So that was a best of both worlds type of joint, no pun intended.
But you was barring out too, though. So it was definitely a nostalgic feel, but like a modern usage.
For sure. And he was also barring out in the private comments too. He's like, oh, you got to hear this in the comments and you're going to hear it in your ears.
Yeah. Is that something? Make sure y'all's paying attention. We ain't just fluffing the air here, you know what I'm saying? 23 and 93 at Bally's playing high stakes. You got that one, right, D Money?
I think I did.
Hey, what's it called? Is that something that you've always been conscious of, or it's been more recent that you're conscious of with your brand identity and the way that you kind of affiliate and associate with like an era and time, a moment of hip hop that you kind of just keep alive and keep breathing life into every time you drop and got new visuals and everything going with it? Does this play your vibe to it?
What you mean?
Cause how you just said right now, like how that sample ties into the whole 80s vibe and things like that. Have you always been conscious of that from when AD first became AD, or is that something that over time you kind of soaked up and was some game where you're like, okay, I need to be more purposeful with that?
I think the way I let the world view, like looking at my window, I think I definitely adjusted that, and it kind of, it made sure that I was letting them see that more in a more definite type of scope. But It's something I like. I've been on that wave for a long time, but also been on a lot of other waves. And so instead of just being like, oh, I fuck with all this different type of music, or I like all this stuff like that, I definitely decided at one point, okay, this is the way my window into the world is going to look. And and it's cool because it's close to my heart. I fuck with that, and I know it well.
Yeah, we do got to keep it clean for the kids though, real quick.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No, that's good though. No, that's good. Talk about, for the people who's just tapping in. I see only one Wiser tapping in. Talk about the intro to Danza, man, and what pulled you in, and bro, and got your pen flowing and going where you was like, you know what, all these different avenues to life that I understand. I'm gonna make sure I push my pen and kind of get into the game for real.
You know what, I fell in love with rap a long time ago, but I fell in love with music first before rap. And I didn't fall in love with being a rapper till maybe, just maybe like a half a decade ago, which is late in my music journey, right? Like,
right.
I was more passionate about being a producer for a long, long time. And I wanted to produce people. And I felt like my talent was to be able to fill in the gaps and fill in the holes and create the best artist or the best song or the best piece of art, in the room, whoever I'm with. I was always good at seeing the talent in somebody else. But just through my journey, I just had a hard time depending on people and really rocking with people, that were kind of on the same vision or scope as me. So I at some point along the way kind of just had to pour into my own glass, and me just being a competitive spirit, I started falling in love with rap myself and started, being like, all right, well, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna have to get at y'all. So
right.
today.
When you jumped off and jumped into it and put that jersey on for the first time, was it production right from the gate, or were you always kind of like dipping your toes into like, okay, I could write a little bit here and there and things like that too? Or were you solely focused on, let me put these sounds together and help the arrangements, like you said, to create the best of the best, you know what I'm saying, with whoever you with?
I've been rapping since the beginning of my music career, but I didn't fall in love with rapping or being a rapper until later on. So let me make that clear. Like, the whole time I'm rapping in my early career, I'm rapping just to rap, like, and I'm like, filling up the bars and filling up the space, which I think a lot of people do. But when I felt, like the venom got in my pen, or I'm, I got a purpose, or, like, this is what, like I'm sparring you on a track, that came later. So, a lot of songs I was on earlier in my career, I'm just making sure that we're filling up the verse and it sounded hot and this and that. But later on, I'm like, okay, I got a lot more lyric conscious and got off into the sport of
right. Talk about this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Patron.
You mentioned you produced for other artists before earlier. I was gonna say, are they still? Do you still see them making music these days? Are they still active?
So, like, I think like one of my biggest partnerships, in production was Messy Marv, from San Francisco, and he's been on a hiatus for a good while. I think he got off into a situation where he was into drugs right before he departure from his Mozzie situation. If I know he just got home probably about 3 months ago, and I expected a call from him, but I haven't heard, and I haven't seen him pop up on the internet or anything. But if Mess calls, he's one of the people that will get me back in my producer bag real fast, just because I love his music so much and I believe in him. And that's what really inspires me. It's never been about money, and it's never been about views or likes or anything like that. When I really like the art that we're making, I get inspired and it comes out effortlessly.
I feel that.
Sure.
I mean, you got to tap in on that one, man. Talk about do you have any other, well, I don't want to call them favorites because that makes it hard to narrow down, but are there any standout or milestone moments or collaborations that you had that kind of shifted how you were positioned in the game?
I don't know. I think I think just at some point I was playing the background for a long time, and I kind of just made it into enough rooms and got hungry enough to where I felt like my sound was being like my authentic sound, and what I do was necessary, or people were ready for it. I was doing my sound back in 2010. I had a project called Back to the Future, which was the same thing as BBS Diaries, like 8 years before. Same format. And I just don't think that I don't think people were ready for it yet. I just don't think that it was the culture was matured back, ready for West Coast music again. But 2017, 18, I smelled it, I saw it, I was like, oh, I knew it was my time again. So I had to come back out and roll it back out. So I've pretty much been sticking to the script. I just decided like it was a timing thing. Like this is what it was. They were ready for me now.
I like how you said it's my time again. I was gonna ask, since being an 80s baby, I'm sure you've seen hip hop go through different stages. Was there ever a moment where you felt like you were just a little outcasted from what was popping and what was trending at the time, or you just felt like this is just not your moment right now, as far as musically or hip hop in general?
Yeah, I think, music is just like fashion. It's cyclical, and we fall in love and sway in and out of trends and things like that. And I knew that, everything will come back around. So at one point, in my young hip hop career, I'm following maybe like the Just Blaze and the Kanye West trends, and we're doing everything Dipset, sped up samples type stuff, right? Because it was hot, and as a young producer, I'm getting on that wave, and I just used that because it was so easy to remember that moment, and it was so significant. But as producers, we all kind of follow all the trends that are going on, because for one, we're inspired because we like it, but two, we feel like everybody else wants to hear that. Well, at some point you mature and you realize that, okay, there's something that is naturally inside of me, or something that is a little bit more organic than everything that's going on out in the outside world. And whatever that is, that's kind of like your true cloth. And once you find that, you got to beat that into your brand. And then whenever the world can catch it, then that's when, your alignment happens. That's what it is. And I knew where my brand was, and I had a feeling that it just wasn't ready. It wasn't ready to be aligned, with the world. But then when I saw, the emergence of some other artists coming together, London Drugs especially, shout out to Sean House and Jay Worthy, I knew that the people were ready for that sound again.
Also, do you have any fashion trends that you regret?
I mean, you know what? Yes and no.
So we listen, we don't judge.
I mean, I was out there rocking three pairs of triple and quadruple X tall tees, just like the rest of us. With the
Yeah, it was like a standard 2004.
I had an 80-pound Averex butter, leather jacket that was probably 3 cows. It was awful. I don't know. But it was hot then. But when I look back, I was like, what was I doing? I got some pictures up, in my room. What was I doing?
I do want to say that the trucker hat era was awkward a little bit. I think it's coming back, but I remember that was just
it's definitely swung its way back around. And I was going to ask you though, so with your production, do you get to dabble into other worlds and sounds, or do you feel like your production bag, how close is it to the bag that you create with your own music that you're trying to produce and push to the world?
I think like my last big tear of production, that was when I was running around with Raz over at Black Umbrella and Jay Park and those guys, which was like a kind of like a modern trap sound. It was a little bit darker, but it had them, them new school sliding basses with the trap drums and stuff like that. And that was really what was inside my bag at that moment. So that's definitely outside of what my bag is now. And so I would dabble in with whatever's going on at the time.
Right.
I just know this lane so much that it's just easy. It's second nature for me, and it's so second nature that I usually can work with other producers and find hints of what's gonna go, and then and finish it off, or I know what to add or to take away to make it sit in that
the right
space.
pocket.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's so many good producers that are kind of gravitating toward me now. I love working with them and giving them a shot and being able to use the community that's around me. Like it's really dope. It gives me a little bit more bandwidth to work on my pen.
That makes sense. Because then your commitment isn't fully to designing the whole structure. You just get to perfect it while you already, you know what I'm saying, illustrating the rest.
Time, man. Everything takes time, minutes out the day.
It's design, bro. It's design. So talk about the project out now, man. The Wholesale Tyranny. We got to start with the title, bro. What inspired that one?
Wholesale Tyranny, man. In my mind right now, it's kind of like in a hustler's world, once you kind of get up to that wholesale level, things just get a little bit more evil, right? Your gravity gets so big that you start swallowing up little planets and things like that. And
right.
I don't know why, but just this era and this moment right now just feels a little bit darker than previous entries, as far as albums go. And then some things with my personal life right now, just the wholesale theme was it just fit perfectly. So it is a little bit dark. It's definitely hustler influenced. But yeah, that's what the Wholesale Tyranny comes from.
Because it definitely fits in the same sonic pocket and era that you be playing with. But yeah, that's what I noticed when on my first couple listens. Like, this is like a darker Danza for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I feel like there's you've had other projects where it's like, if it was to be a movie or a film, we're coming through the daytime, the function, we're seeing the party as it's starting, we're in the nightclub with the lights. This felt like we outside where the jugs is at. You know what I'm saying? We in them moments where the alleyways, you know what I'm saying?
It's like in Scarface and Tony Montana, right? Like when he started getting on his rise, and started becoming the man. That's that Wholesale Tyranny moment where he's so far up there and the price is so right, he's able to swallow up all this energy and all this business and all this stuff. And this isn't the top. This is it's evil, and hustlers got to go through a couple more steps to get to enlightenment, because
right.
the top of the food chain ain't there. It's not evil. You know what I'm saying? You move away from that once you keep going up.
It's that lonely sanctity we was talking about earlier, man. Once you get up through the levels, bro.
Right. But this is definitely one of those levels that as a hustler that we all go through, or that you go through. And it's there's a lot of things that come with it. You start getting your trinkets, and you just start getting your motion and your cars and your jewelry, but there's a lot of evil that goes along with it too. So it's definitely a double-sided coin.
For sure. Because with the when you attract eyes, not all eyes have love behind them. You know what I'm saying? Some of them got a little bit of hate attached to that. So it'll be there. You got some fire. Did you do, how much of the production are you responsible for on that? Because the beats is slapping and things like that too. And I think structurally it felt like a movie almost when you play from front to back. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. The only one that I did was the intro that you guys just heard. I did that one with TKL, but I did the majority of it. The rest of them I handpicked and worked on with other producers, and I definitely, like all my albums, I arranged them. But yeah, I only did the first one. I didn't need to, man. These guys got my back like a brazier. Like
right. When you picking through other producers, is there a process to it, or it's just if it make you move and feel right, you know what I'm saying, we could go ahead and it's gonna jump off?
Man, it's like a dog. When it makes my tail wag and I get excited about something, I stash it and I put it in a little stash. and so I have like different albums, the way they sound. You know, like right now I got like 4 projects, you know, like that are like pretty much all done. I've been pocketing them and saving beats and saving songs in all these until they're done. I know what they're supposed to sound like. Now this project specifically, I had all of them done except for the intro track that we did, the whole one that we was talking about.
Right.
Because I needed a jolt. I needed a shot, you know what I'm saying? A wake up shot to wake everybody's, you know, shit up, or wake everybody up, you know, on the rollout.
Right.
So, you know, I was looking for that. And sometimes I find that early, and sometimes, like this time, I had to go out and craft this one because I wasn't finding what I needed. I needed one that's going to wake everybody's ears up.
Right, for sure. When you're doing the visuals, so I mean, I think that's something that people also might take for granted, or the rising artists and people that soak in game while they listening. When you putting these visuals together, man, talk about that process and just the investment in it, not only financially but just mentally and things like that, to create something that's going to be poignant and stick with the people and go along with what you cooked in the lab. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I hate shooting videos, to be honest with you. I hate being.
We couldn't tell the way you dropping them, Jones. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hot, man.
I hate being a talent. I've always hated being the focus, you know, of the show. I do it, like I said, by just having
necessity.
Yeah, exactly. So when I do videos, you know, I'm real self-conscious about things. So I usually have a lot of edits and a lot of, you know, things that I make the directors go back and change, and it gives me anxiety because they think that their work is perfect and I don't think it's perfect. I want it to be perfect, and then we play this, you know, game.
Back and forth game.
I'm an artist, so I have a lot of compassion for them, right? So like when I'm watching an edit and I know it's not right, like I start getting anxiety because I know I got to figure out how to break it to these guys or this person that I'm not fucking, or that I don't like it yet, and this is what we got to do to hopefully salvage it or turn it better. And I got to deliver it in a way that is not going to demotivate them or make them feel in a way, you know, a way that's going to, you know, send us off the path of where we want to go. When I'm watching a video that they hit a home run on, and I know I'm gonna say nothing, it's the best feeling in the world. I'm
scoring a touchdown or something like that.
I'm overjoyed. That's why I usually try to stick with the guys that I work with, because I know that I'm in good hands.
And there's a communication understanding. It's not too much. It's not too many hoops you got to jump through and jump over to figure out, or you know what I'm saying? Figure out how you're gonna say that, bro.
That's you know how much, especially when people ask me for verses or to do songs and stuff like that, and I don't like the songs. Like I hate telling people I don't like a song. Like I hate doing that. I don't want to tell nobody that I don't like their stuff because it's not good. And because it really is a matter of opinion, but I really be feeling that way a lot of times. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. Sure.
Yeah, and it's something that's instinctual. You can't really force it. And the way that art is designed is it's not made for everybody. Not everyone loves the Mona Lisa. Some people rather go see Vincent van Gogh, or you know what I mean? Some people, you know what I mean? There's all sorts of different forms of artistry, especially now, and in the art that we create, that you don't gotta love it all. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta love what you love. Somebody else will mess with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you ever tried to get a feature and you got turned down?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
how did you handle that?
I usually just take it on the chin. You know, you never know what's going on the other side of the DM or other side of the call. You know, if they see it and they just decide not to, or if they didn't get it. But most of the time, I just feel like if they didn't decide to take the offer, that I wasn't ready yet. You know, I don't take it too personally. I take it like, okay, I'm not ready yet. Because obviously somebody that wants to do something, they're excited or they're inspired with something. So that's just the world saying,
have there been any that said nah that at first, but then the timing came back around and you were able to do some work and put it together?
Oh, can't even remember right now. That I'm sure that has happened because I've been around a while now, and I've knocked on the door. I've never been so scorned or taking it so personally that I never stopped knocking. I'll tell you that.
Right.
Much.
You'll knock again if you can. Yeah. All right, I know we're getting close to that moment where we got to pay bills and things like that. D Money.
Yeah, we do. And we're gonna get to actually before that, we're gonna get to birthdays real quick. So celebrate the birthdays of the week. Happy birthday,
man. And today's the day, man. Without her, there wouldn't be a me, man. Shout out to Mom Dukes, man. It's my mom's birthday, man. You did what I'm saying.
Happy B-Day.
Happy birthday.
Big day.
Happy birthday to my cousin Julie. Her birthday's today.
Happy birthday,
and
Julie.
Saturday, happy birthday to my cousin Bebe.
Bebe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You got any AD? This week, next week, last week.
Man, my homeboy Raz's birthday is today, man. I rock with Raz a long. We've seen the whole world a couple times together. We've been through a lot of stuff. So shout out to the Warlord one time. The most infamous. You know what I'm saying? You can get a lot of hate by standing next to the Warlord, but guess what? It is what it is.
Right
Happy
there.
birthday, Brody. Come on.
Yes, sir.
No, we did some great things.
For sure, man. Wonderful things with Black Umbrella for sure.
I
We
think
might have to get into some of the great things from that in the next half hour.
I was just gonna say that's gonna be how we crack open the door, man.
Yeah. And among other things, but for now though, we're gonna go ahead and pay those bills like we need to do so. So we'll be right back. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Anthony Danza is here with us, man. We are having time, and we'll be right back with more for ya. All right.
Yo, this your girl, Fly Girl Brit. It's only right, so fly on Neverland. Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with Juice Pack, D Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself. And it's only right. Come get your fresh juice.
Love food? Here's some storage tips to keep it fresh longer. Store cut fruits and vegetables in the fridge. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
Women are not an homogenous group. We face discrimination indifferently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Queen Bree, inviting you to come join me on Clean Greens Living. Broadcasted Tuesdays, 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. On Clean Greens Living, we talk farming, community, and ways to being healthy. So come join me and let's discuss ways to create a healthier you and a healthier community.
What it do? It's Maharaji from the Emerald City Posse, and I like to talk about my legendary brother, DJ Nasty Ness, who's been going through a difficult time lately because of some medical expenses. As you all know, he was in the hospital for a while, but it took toll. And what we need to do is come together and help this brother out. Go in the pockets, grab them lint balls with all them change and everything you can get, and go to GoFundMe.com, support Nasty Ness Rodriguez Road to Recovery. It'd be much appreciated. Ness has done a lot for the town. And we all need to come together, man, and help support this brother.
Hey, yo, what's good? It's Nathan Nice, a.k.a. the Unorganized Dictator. You rocking with fresh juice. Drink it in the morning, drink it at night. Rainier Avenue Radio from the South End to Yo End to Washington to 206. You rocking with the Juice Pack crew, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself. Me, I'm at Kitchen Couch TV. Let's get it. Okay.
This is what you wanna go get it, it's all season. This is what you wanna go get it, it's all. This is what you wanna go get it, it's all season. This is what you wanna go get it, go get it.
Yeah, look, this is not for fake shit. This is that get cake shit. Stacking up, we take it. Grammy night on some Drake shit. Cookie cut it up just like how Aunt Jemima bake shit. On full Obama hat, full on how we bomb the track. Bad brains, nigga, we banned from DC. Pull up in some new vans, marvelous like Stan Lee, though. Bruce Lee, hustle up with voodoo on the track. That's that G Kundo, much more than just some slap. And then we finna murder that.
Like when she bring the burner back.
But now we tryna learn her that. Hey, girl, what you doing? She ain't really tripping though. I'm stepping out at my Tonka toy, beastin' like Blanca, boy. Checking the trap so the stack's a little longer, boy. Rubber bands, I stretch them out like Bootsy on some bang, baby bubba, and I don't rock Gucci. I keep smiling now with gems in my mouth, Birkenstocks on my feet, this black hippies complete. I keep qualified, turquoise dripping on myself. I ain't no need for 45s, just these arrows in my quiver. That's my Seminole, not no criminal. You feel them eddies kicking in. I like to keep it spiritual. THC never Xannies. This LSD's from the family. Grateful Dead, I'm a writer. Like Michael said, not a fighter, but keep the eye of the tiger. A lover of most though. Picasso art guy, forever repping my coast, bro. Yeah, I put it on for my folks though. You can call it perfect timing. Dave Chappelle with the jokes, bro. But we not with the jokes, so.
Go get it, it's all season. This is what you wanna go get it, it's all. This is what you wanna go get it, it's all season. This is what you wanna go get it, go get it.
Fresh juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. There ain't nothing like good chicken, man. So check out Picasso on that one from the Living Legends. He got the album Art God on the way, so check him out.
That was funky, man. Where are they from?
He's from the Living Legends, and he's out there in California.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. Good stuff from Picasso. All right, man. We live, of course, with Anthony Danza here, man. And if you were sleeping this last summer, man, you missed a great series of events, man. The Super Jam Social Club, man. What was it like putting on these events, man?
Man, it was so cool getting everybody gathered up and getting this whole following cultivated on a Tuesday night, which was the hardest night of the week to get everybody together. But we had it popping on a Tuesday night. Everybody would come out on a work night and kick it in a beautiful summer atmosphere, and it was popping, man. And it was my favorite type of music, my favorite type of vibes. We was on the porch with it. I couldn't be mad at it.
What was some of the highlights, of last summer, like your best moments or something like that?
I think so the legendary G-Funk singer CaNn dropped a album this year, and he had me feature on a song, and we pulled up and shot a video to that thing during one of the Super Jams nights, and it was crazy that night. And so I would say that night was probably one of the most craziest nights. The whole 3-year ride that we did that was real cool, man. I got to bring DJ Fresh out to Seattle and introduce him to a bunch of people out here, and plug my Seattle folks with DJ Fresh, who is on fire right now, producing and making some of the hottest stuff out here on an independent level. you know, with your favorite artists, and I felt real good about that, being able to you know, share one of my plugs and one of my connects with the city. So that was something I was real proud of.
Man, is it going on this summer too?
I don't know yet. You know, we kind of lost our residency at the actual spot that we were at.
I got a spot for you, actually, Danza. I actually meant to talk to you, but I got a spot for you.
I got a lot of spots. I don't know, you know, we'll see if it's perfect though. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of you know, just we'll see what happens. But yeah,
no, I feel you.
You let me know, OG.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be good.
Mambo,
to see
did you come
like
out? Did you come out that night when DJ Fresh came out?
I wasn't there the night that Fresh came out, but I was there the night that Cocaine. Y'all shot the joint with Cocaine though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had to be.
Man, no, I was in attendance. I got to be in attendance a few times, man, and it was for sure a legendary moment for just exactly that. So, for people who haven't got to travel around a lot of the nation, things like that are kind of normalized in some of our other like major city pockets, the Atlanta, LA, and New York, where you could just go out on a Tuesday and it's jumping. In our little city that we got, our big little city, that a moment like that where you got the who's, the what's, it's beautiful faces, fire cars out there, some exotic food, it's player music, like the vibrations were just like really unmatched on any night, whether it was a Friday or Saturday. So to have it rocking like that on a Tuesday, it really was something monumental to go on for all them years. And I know whenever the time is right, it's going to definitely come back around. So if you didn't get to get down, make sure you can get down, man. Dan, talk about the curation behind that, man. Did it just hit you one day? You was going to do it? Was it a conversation with the homies? Like, what sparked it to get it off the ground even year one?
Coming out of COVID, you know, we just hadn't been around in each other that much yet, and I wanted to find a spot where I could play the music that I liked and start posting up and doing a night where I can start bringing people together. And I really wanted just like a dead, you know, just like a real no
out
frills.
The way.
Yeah, something that I didn't have to. In case it was just a complete failure, it'd be all right. Like, so I decided to pick a Tuesday night. I asked the club owners, you know, you mind if I take a Tuesday night? They said we're gonna close down on Tuesdays. I said just give me a chance, give me a couple of days on Tuesday. Let me see if I can pull something off for you guys. You know, where I was playing, you know, 80s and 90s music, getting some food vendors out there, basically doing it the Danza way. And it was inspired. It got me inspired to hit up all the homies and everybody around town and try to get everybody back in the flow of connecting, get all the hustlers out here, get all the movers and the shakers, anybody that's entrepreneurial, to start reconnecting again, because we had been so disconnected through COVID. And man, Tuesday nights ended up being the hottest night of the week for 3 summers in a row.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing watching it happen, man. I wish I would have made it out to one of those, but I was always working, man. But I was always watching what was going on.
The amount
I definitely feel like I got my OG medal stripes, you know what I'm saying, for being able to put on, like, as you get older, you know, and transition from just being an artist running around here and saying, look at me, look at me, look at me, you know, to do things where you're bringing people together and creating, you know, a situation for people to come in and get their own exposure. It was
absolutely
just a moment for myself where I felt like, okay, yeah, I got that badge now.
Yeah, the love you get is earned, for sure.
You need it on the Boy Scout sash, man. You need that word. That's the community badge, man, and you for sure earned that, bro.
To me, that's what makes a great city a great city, is when you got those community leaders to take the wheel, or the wheel by the hand and steer that thing and make great moments that you have to pull up. These things just don't do themselves. When you go out to LA and you see your favorite artist on a Wednesday night at a dope club and the ambiance is there, that just doesn't happen out of thin air. Someone puts that together for you to go out there and do it, you know?
Right.
It takes people.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah,
When we
no,
talk
that's
about
real.
when we talk about people, though, man, we do want to give some recognition to a member of your team that recently passed, Jonathan Gant. Man, just want to give respects right there.
Man, my dog Jonathan, man.
What are some of your greatest memories with him, man?
I got so many. I've been around. I've been to Paris,
nice.
a couple times with him. I've been to Japan a couple times with him. I've been to Korea with him a couple times. I've been all through Europe.
Yeah, y'all boys was collecting stamps for a while.
In so many places with Jonathan, and got in so many brotherly arguments with Jonathan. That was my dog. He was definitely not only a friend and a brother, but somebody that inspired me. We worked at 2 different labels together. I worked with him at even a different tech job before, in our journey. Jonathan, he has a clothing company called Concepts and Customs. I was very instrumental in helping him with that. He was very instrumental in helping me with the Proof Avenue Collective, which is the label that I run. And Jonathan just is a dreamer, and he would believe in our dreams. And when you're out here with dreams that seem almost unreachable and unattainable, you need somebody in your corner to say, yeah, that can happen, or I see it too.
Absolutely.
Like, give you that battery, because the only difference between someone that dreams and someone that achieves their dreams is putting action to it and not quitting. So Jonathan, the last time I was able to see him is when he pulled up on me in Tokyo this summer. I had a show out there. DJ Coco Andres brought me out to Tokyo, and we did damn near a sold out show right in the middle of the city. Jonathan pulled up on me, was right there with me at the meet and greets in the front row on stage, all the stuff. And yeah, my brother, man, rest in peace, rest in heaven, man. Love you forever. Jonathan on the move forever.
Man, that was a real one. He's low key, like, cause I was already obviously hit, but he's the one who applied the pressure, like, nah, bro, you gotta lock in with my dog Danza, bro. Because it was at the Spitter show. One of the first times I opened, or the second or third time I opened for Spitter, and he's at the show. We smoking. He's, bro, nah, you gotta lock with my guy Danza. Y'all vibes, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And he was exactly that, the type of cat who will be right there to co-sign it, bro. You believe? He's like, nah, bro. You could probably do that if you do A, B, C, and D, bro. Like, it's possible, bro. So a real one, for sure.
In our culture, there's a lot of blockades because of egos, right? Just for whatever reason,
right?
It is what it is. But he was somebody that was pollinating in the background and letting everybody and connecting everybody. I watch everybody on the local scene, and with the help of Jonathan, and he's always bringing me all the artists that he's watching and he thinks has potential and who's doing what. And that's kind of how, I got an extra set of eyes, and I just keep my, my heart close to the pavement, right? Man, Jonathan was my backup.
Man,
yeah,
that's a real one. That is a real one right there, man.
I'm gonna miss him, bro, in a lot of different ways.
Wow.
Man, well, you talked about how you guys worked on a couple of labels. One of those was the Black Umbrella run, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Sure was.
Let's take a walk back in time, bro, and just tap in on some of the moments and memories from that era, bro. Because as we do ascend and get older and continue waking up, bro, and getting blessed with days, I feel like it's always important to shine a light on some of them moments so that the young gunners and the cats that are coming up get a little bit of dose of the history on the pavement that they're moving on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say it like this. We've not been able to speak on that because of some certain situations. But those situations are almost alleviated. And I know there's going to be a documentary coming out soon. And we will be able to start talking about all of the glory that was behind that movement, which is a lot of crazy amazingness. We went around the globe maybe 2, 3, 4 times during that span while we were running it up, and we got all kinds of crazy stories to tell. But it's almost there. So when we tap back in again, we'll have that.
The green light will be on for that one. No, for sure.
Almost ready.
No, you dropped a gem, a fresh exclusive on us right there, man.
The documentary, yeah. Anything you can say about that?
I just know that they working on it. You know, Raz is always never count him out. He's always got a whole bunch of stuff up his sleeve.
Yes.
Yeah, it was an amazing moment in not only my journey but Seattle hip hop.
Yes.
We ran it up. We got to see a lot of things, a lot of experiences. I did a lot of growing. I was able to get in rooms that I never was able to penetrate on my own. I was able to sharpen my whole tool belt. Being around amazing artists like King Lee's and Fatal Luciano, Romano Francois, like everybody around that label, you know, was just a savage in that moment. Really, really, really talented. And I was even, you know, you don't even realize, you know, Danza was who Danza was because I hadn't really, you know, had my coming out party yet. I was, you know, being Kanye West over at that label, you know, doing things in the background, producing, doing visual arts and doing management and things like that, trying to get us over the hump. But I was able to sharpen my tools and get myself prepped. So when I rolled out as a solo artist again as Anthony Danza, I was seasoned the right way.
Shout out. I feel like
Go ahead.
It's also part of an era that we had too. Like it, not even just in Seattle, but just like in the game at the time. I feel like that early 2000s, mid 2000s era, it was like the era of collectives, man. Whether it was ASAP Mob or what Tyler and them guys had going on, the Moore Gang, Black Umbrella. There was just this era of kind of unifying talents and removing egos to kind of make things blow up. And then as we shifted, it seemed like, you know, there was the solo acts or really us shifting into the digital world and people having the ability to not need necessarily a street team. If you got the right motion on the internet, you can make it shake. You know what I'm saying?
Someone will pop up. There'll be a crew that pops up and they'll sweep everybody off their feet because you know there's power in numbers, and that's how it always happens too. It's like nobody sees you coming, and all of a sudden you got a crew, you know, of 5, 6, 7 guys that are going towards the same goal, and it's powerful, right? You see a movement, you see what you and your friends used to be on, and you see yourself and them, and that's why you like it and you fall in love with that movement. So we'll see it again. It's popping up right now, you know, beneath our noses. We just don't know where it's coming from yet, but it'll happen
for sure.
Man, when it reminds me of like your growth, like even the pre-Black Umbrella days, like I remember hearing about Proof Avenue. I remember how you produced that record with Big Crit on it. And for some reason, I just always remember the Uncle Phil Me line, you know?
How did the line go? Hold on.
I said, I'm on the ass like a pair of Spanx, living good like Philip Banks. Uncle Phil Me? It was, you know, Uncle Phil Me was almost like an ad-lib, right? But that was, but you see, like, that bar was witty enough, and it had a lot of it had 90s pop culture references in it, right?
Yeah.
Over Isley Brothers Between the Sheets sample, which is, you know, 80s dope boy, you know, kind of, you know, jams. Like my whole style, even 10 years pre Anthony Danza, was already being set. I just hadn't polished it and figured out how to.
I feel that. And I think something you said earlier that's real important is it's not even, as you said, not quitting. And I feel like that's the biggest thing is you aren't able to evolve through all your eras and polish necessarily because some people just didn't, you know what I mean, keep it going. Some of our peers who were up here, beneath, above, you know what I'm saying? Just that ability to continue to be able to keep pushing, like, nah, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out this way. It's really not about the bag. It's about the beauty in it. It's about the art of it. It's about the journey in it. You know what I'm saying?
I put all that out like, you know, early 2000 teens, right? Like, and then I did quit. You know, I put it on hold and went back into my producer bag for years until because I just didn't understand why it wasn't clicking, what it wasn't getting. But like I said, I kept my recipe the same, and I just had to toggle with the approach, and I had to toggle with the timing and figuring out how to package this thing. And that's really where I felt like I started getting it right.
I was gonna ask you. I see you rocking like a few shows with Rocky Sandoval. How did y'all link up?
I think me and Rocky just met, just being you know, just amongst, you know, the artist network here in town. It's a small town. He definitely I think was working with some other rappers that I was working with as well. I don't remember if he reached out to me first or if we saw each other. So I don't remember exactly how me and Rocky first
Just
got
a mutual greeting, I guess.
Yeah, but Rocky gets busy, and I see him. You know, he's a hard working independent artist. So of course we're gonna bump heads and you know, and run into each other. So I see Rocky all the time. Shout out to Rocky Sandoval, man. He's one of the hardest working independent artists out here in our city.
Let's talk about a little bit about the last time I got to see y'all rock live, man. And when you put together that event over, what was it, the Hookah Lounge over there, downtown Seattle, and you had that listening party. Talk about curating things like that and getting the right pieces on the board, because I feel like it was really about having the right DJs on the turntable, the right cats in the room, right? You know what I'm saying? All that. So talk about putting that together.
That was the 2024 Sneaker Ball. It wasn't no listening party. That was the jammy jam.
Yes, like, yeah.
Go to it. I feel sorry for you. That was OG. You was there?
Yeah, I was in there.
Tell me what that vibe was like.
I was front row, chilling right next to Swerve One. Man, we was cooling. We had it in the air. The lights was low.
Showing love. It was smoky. It was couches everywhere. It was wall to wall. There was no room. The fire department almost got called because it was so packed in there. It was, you seen faces in artists that you hadn't seen in years that night.
Oh yeah, I pulled out the and this is before the 96s was going everywhere. I pulled out the exclusive New Balances for that one. It wasn't just the faces you were seeing. It was heat on people's feet, everything, bro. It was a real player ball, bro. Then Rocky did his thing. Kerry Staggs did his thing too.
That was the last time I had a real performance, and I'm telling you, I ain't seen nobody in the town do it like that, and I'm proud of that. And the next time I come out, it's gonna be something of a similar wave, and I hope nobody forgets that or fronts on me, because I'm telling you, when I come out and I do my live thing, it ain't like nothing else you've seen.
No, that was a beautiful.
We gotta go to the show and tell portion of the show, and I'm kind of excited about it because we'll have our featured guest in just a little bit call in CaNn. But before that, Patron's Battle from Canada has just come out, man. So
fresh off the press.
Oh yeah,
we got a clip from this battle versus.
I seen the link.
Let's go ahead and show you all a feature from this battle with Rev Run.
Meanwhile, your volume turned down. Sound like you having a whole nother fight just trying to get the words out. You barely got a voice now. How's that gonna work out? And why would they call you Rev when you quiet as a church mouse? That's why I can't respect this lane. I've been on the hunt. Seems like you've been in hindsight playing catch-up games. I said hunt. I said Hines, right? Those are catch-up names. Red stains on his shirt. I guess he bled the same. I'll make sure every story that come out your lips stick. I line you up with the people you hit a lick with. You won't even have to paint your face, clown. I just hope your foundation was laid down, because I'll show up at your front step on red line. Like makeup now.
Let's go.
Let's go. And instead of trying to figure out how to finish out the rhyme, I yell out chrono. We on a different type of time.
Go ahead, Patron.
Sir, shout out to Nanaimo, Canada, man. I had a blast out there. I want to go back. We had the battle in a studio. There used to be a hookah bar / strip club.
Oh wow!
But there's a studio upstairs, and I'm trying to.
Oh, that's energy right there. I like that. That sounds like a cool little vibration, little player vibe.
Flying.
Oh man, I know we only got a couple more minutes with you, Anthony. So we got a couple of things. We got a recent album that you dropped that we can mention real quick. The Bag and Hunt and the Fish Club with Jay Stalin and Young Doe.
Yeah, the Bergen Hunt Fish Club with Jay Stalin and Young Doe. Yeah, it's all good. That name comes from John Gotti's. So his business, that was his front business for all his crime, was the Bergen Hunt Fish Club. It was I believe it was like a place where you get like all your hunting gear, and you would take, kind of do all your your Cabela's type of stuff. But that was their front for all their organized crime. So that was kind of the play on kind of like the mob street thing, was the Bergen Hunt Fish Club. And Young Doe's from Denver. He's one of the most prestigious kind of street independent mob artists in the city of Denver. He's very, very well known and looked up to an aspect. Jay Stalin, same thing in Oakland. He's probably, one of the most respected street independent artists in the city of Oakland. So me being able to get invited into that circle and come together and do that project was a huge milestone for me, in not only music, but also just in my posture in kind of getting some credit out there.
Yeah, only one says you have that rocking in the Christy boxing dojo.
Hey, there's some jams on there. I promise you. I was the one that got to put my hand on the heartbeat of the music and the mix, so I stand by it. There ain't nothing on there that that.
And y'all got to show up and show out. I didn't get to make it because I was OT, but y'all had a dope little event for that too, correct?
Yes. So when Stalin came through on a small tour, right at the time that we dropped that, and I think we did like in Kent. I think they did a show out there, and we was able to do the whole Bergen Hunt Fish Club, like, at least the singles, off that.
That's fine. That's
fine.
crazy.
Yeah, for sure, man. Of course.
But listen, we got that. The Wholesale Tyranny just dropped this one, right? La Russell's on that joint. I know you heard about that, boy. He's going crazy. We got a fire song. Killer Calion, one of the most respected, craziest rappers out of Houston. He always got my back. He's on that disc one as well. And then who else is on that first? I definitely got some town talent on disc 1 and 2. Mussolini from New York, he's on disc 2. He's gonna be coming out. I'm also working on my Tonight Show. That thing is done. I just gotta turn it in. DJ Fresh been handling me about it. So as soon as I get these masters mastered, I'm turning that thing in. I'm working on BBS Diaries 3. If you know anything about my BBS Diaries collection, this is gonna be the final installment. Some of my greatest music. I've been socking away these joints for a while now. Then I got a joint called Reaganomics that's gonna come out a little bit later this year. This one is a little bit more. I don't know how to say it's not big and overproduced like a lot of my stuff. I like big, tight, crazy production. This stuff is a little bit more raw, more sample based. I'm going crazy with the words. Let me see what else. Yeah, that's what I got popping right now, y'all.
Hey, yeah, he hit me to the final word before I said final words.
No, we definitely look forward to hearing it all, man.
Is there anybody you'd like to suggest as a future guest for this program you think that you know personally and could actually refer? Think would be a good look for the show?
Like outside the region?
Anybody
either
really.
in the region or outside the region, man. Someone
The only prerequisite is you got to be able to hit them up and say, "Hey, bruh, I just did Fresh Juice. You should tap in with my boys." So anyone you could do that to.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get y'all one. Y'all owe me a favor. I'm gonna get y'all Joe Fresco, and OG,
oh, that's my boy. That's my boy.
With him already, but I definitely would recommend him. He is he's serious about his music. He's on top of his shit every day, all day, and he would definitely take this platform and use the best out of it, and bring value to it as well.
Beautiful. Okay.
That's a good idea, bro. I'm finna hit, bro. That's a good idea, man. Shout out to Joe Fresco, man.
Joe Fresco.
Jiggy Joe.
All right, man. Thank you for joining us tonight, Anthony. I know you can't stay for the final half hour, but we appreciate you, man, nonetheless.
Appreciate
My
y'all.
boy,
Y'all keep doing
AD,
what y'all
man.
doing and keep bringing everybody together, man. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right. And then as one leaves, man, one comes in. So joining us, we mentioned that we're going to be debuting his track, man, from he's from Brooklyn, CaNn CaNn. Let's go ahead and do this right, man. I don't know if you want to add anything and make it a official Mambo.
No, that's it. That's it. Go ahead.
Let's go ahead and do this, man. Let's bring in CaNn CaNn. CaNn CaNn.
Bless. What's good? What's good?
What's going on?
What's good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here. Can't complain, brother. Blessed. Happy New Year to all. You know what I'm saying? We here.
Man, same to you, bro, man.
Yeah.
And you get the option too, bro, because of the way the universe is aligned.
Yeah,
You're welcome
right.
to kick it for this last half hour, man, and kind of join in the conversation and talk a little bit more about your song that you finna debut and your story behind it, man.
Yeah.
Well, Bedroom Rough.
I know it's like after one, but
Nah, it's cool, man. It's cool. Just a little, just been going. But pretty much, shout outs to a DJ Cutie Cute, Brooklyn-based, sorry, not Brooklyn, Bronx-based DJ, 98.9 Future FM. Shout outs to them as well. She's a lady that I really, admire and look up to and very fond of, and she's been really supportive in all my applications and efforts ever since I met her. I want to say a year and a half to this date. She introduced the record to me, and there's various artists. It's called a drive rhythm on it, as vintage dancehall, like back in the day, in the early mid 90s. You'll hear like a series of artists on one rhythm, and then you'll pick out your favorite version on the rhythm, and then that'll be your song on the rhythm, And they sent me the rhythm, and it took to me, and I liked it a lot, and I recorded it, mixed it, and mastered it all in the same day, and I sent it back to her, who then forwarded it to the guy who triggered everything, Mikey Lust, legendary Mikey Lust from Jamaica, New York, UK as well. Sorry, Jamaica, not Jamaica, New York. I'm bugging. I live in Jamaica right now. Representing Brooklyn all day, though. You already know the vibes.
Man.
What you call it? So yeah, I just knocked that out the park, and now here we are with Bedroom Rough. Everybody seemed to love it. And we here. We just trying to push it and get it out to as many listeners and supporters as we can. Appreciate y'all for checking it out and getting me on this platform tonight.
Yeah, before we play it, man, I think when I was going through music for this show tonight, and my friend was in the background, and literally as soon as I put the record on, I turned my head and she's over here just dancing to it, like,
nice.
Okay, this is the winner.
Yeah. That's a good sign. I like to hear that. Absolutely. Yeah.
This is a winner. I can't F with that.
Right.
Bedroom Rough, man. All right. Well, if you're down to stay with us, man, we'd love to have you for the final half hour of the program. But for now,
I'm here. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm up out of bed. Let's do it. Yeah.
Come on.
Ahead, man. All right. So CaNn CaNn, Bedroom Rough right now. But there's more with him if you stay right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice.
She want you right to a whole school with them. Well, I may come true, fi go give them what them want, waste man, she don't see them. Girl alone, fi come crease up million them. In the bedroom rough, bad man in a bedroom bluff. Girl a scream, say they let too tough. Be a walk, see the bed soon broke. Bedroom rough, like. Me no in a data if I'm with her. Eat her with the blicker, it's a sticker. Feed her for your dinner, man a winner. She love it when I'm in a man a killer, yeah. Have no fear, come to me dear, come prepare. Come to me dear, dash with underwear. Come to me dear, face your worst nightmare. She want you right to a whole school with them. Well, I may come true, fi go give them what them want, waste man, she don't see them. Girl alone, fi come crease up million them. See me bedroom rough, bad man in a bedroom bluff. Girl a scream, said they leg too tough. Be a walk, see the bed soon broke. No comparison, just step up in a me garrison. CaNn a real deal, no matter with the gossip thing. The girls high off of me, but me no in a drug trafficking. If you are the queen of the pack, then bring Jill for me Jack. She says she want more, want it, feel to the top. Said that him never hip, so me make it up. Repeat, gal. She says she want you right to a whole school with them.
Well, I me come true, fi go give them what them want, waste man, she no see them. Girl alone, fi come crease up me linen. See me bedroom rough, bad man, me no bedroom bluff. Girl a scream, say the leg too tough. Be a walk, see the bed soon broke. Bedroom rough like follow me, girl a follow me for a reason. Of the season, and the canopy agony shot for a reason. Of the season, fi pleasing. She want you right to a whole school with them. Well, I me come true, fi go give them what them want, waste man, she no see them. Girl alone, fi come crease up me linen. See me bedroom rough, bad man, me no bedroom bluff. Girl a scream, said the leg too tough. Be a walk, see the bed soon broke. Bedroom rough like.
What's up? It's Brittany Danielle here with Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself.
This is a Rainier Avenue Radio message on fentanyl awareness in our communities.
So I bring a perspective of a parent who wants to protect the children and the children that live in the community. There's Narcan in elementary school. And I knew that because I was told if you can work in an elementary school, you'll be trained to administer Narcan properly. Elementary school children who may come in with an overdose, and that you as a staff member in an elementary school will need to be able to respond to that. It's my responsibility to be more aware if they do come to me with questions. But if I go to my school website, I don't know if I would be able to give them a sufficient answer.
This has been a Rainier Avenue Radio message on fentanyl in our communities.
Women are not an homogenous group.
We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Yeah. Hey y'all, it's Traffic Jam with Kareem.
Thursday at 4 p.m.
Hey, Traffic Jam. Rainier Avenue Radio, download the app so you don't miss out what's popping on Scratch Channel. It's your boy, Cream the Dream, on another beautiful week on here on Traffic Jam in Seattle. I hope you guys doing what you're supposed to do, being you're supposed to be. I got a good show for y'all, a lot to talk about, Kareem the Dream, keep up with everything.
Get your entertainment news with Kareem on the Traffic Jam, Thursday at 4 p.m.
A new law is helping people save more money on prescription drug costs. You may also be able to save with Medicare's Extra Help program. Your premium cost can be zero and your out-of-pocket expenses are low. Who should apply? Single individuals earning less than $23,000 a year or married couples earning less than $31,000 a year. Even if you don't think you qualify, you should still check out this program. Visit ssa.gov/extra help. Medicare costs are covered by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Boom. This is Fresh Juice. Shout out to everybody at Rainier Avenue Radio, the Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself. Salute to y'all, and I appreciate you for having Sincere Tacoma in the building.
Man, shout out to Jordan Rodriguez. You're live on Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. We got a couple of things to promote before we get back to CaNn CaNn. Right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, check out basketball. Yes, we're broadcasting basketball season now. Tomorrow night at 7:30. Check out number 1 Rainier Beach as they host West Seattle, and that's going down at 7:30 tomorrow. And you can watch that play-by-play and color commentary live on the air and in video as well. And then we're going on next Monday, where we're celebrating Martin Luther King Day with the broadcast of the annual Seattle MLK 42nd Annual March and Rally. So live broadcast of that from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on this Monday, the 20th. And then on that same night, we have a brand new show joining us here at Rainier Avenue Radio. It's called Thought Life. And it's all about thinking. and changing your mindset. So check it out on the first and third Mondays, starting this Monday at 5 p.m., hosted by Fish Hooks. So check it out. First and third Mondays at 5 p.m. Thought Life, new show on Rainier Ave. And before I forget, man, my cat is in a competition, man. So go ahead and vote for my cat, Linda. Go vote for Linda, man. That's the link on the screen. You can go vote there. For all of the audio listeners, it's americasfavepet.com/2025/Linda-7DF5. Go and vote for Linda, man. She's in the first round right now, about 8th place. She needs to be in the top 20 to make the second round. I believe it closes in about a day. So looks like she might make it, but your votes go a long way for that. So go ahead and vote for my cat, Linda, for my favorite pet. Yo.
Big Linda.
Vote for Linda, man. You got any pets, CaNn?
I had a parrot for years. He
Got
passed
parrot?
away. Yeah, he passed away though. May he rest in
Condolences,
parrot
man.
heavenly bird peace.
Bird peace, yeah. Did you
Yeah.
teach him any words or anything?
Yeah, he was he used to do the wolf whistle. I trained him to do that. He would laugh like my mother, like dead identical. I used to get confused sometimes when I came home. I love you, hello. Couple other phrases that he would say. Then there's other phrases that he would just say probably once in every month or 2 months. Like, okay, say it again, and he just wouldn't say it. But he was cool. He was a cool parrot. Yeah.
I really am. I have like a fear of birds, so I don't mess with birds. But of all birds, I think a parrot is definitely the coolest one. Like,
yeah,
you
that's
know what I'm
why.
saying?
Like, if you look at my videos, I have this thing where I got this parrot flying around, and he lands on my name. That's just like paying homage to my parrot, Blue.
Blue, man.
Yeah.
Blue.
Hey,
Yeah,
so
that was his name.
earlier you were saying they send you a bunch of rhythms. Is that just like that's like beats? You mean, right? So like they send
Yeah,
you a
that's what we
collective.
call
I think
we call them on the island rhythm. We said, yeah, yo, that's
no,
a bad rhythm,
I
yo, that's a
figured.
bad rhythm, big rhythm, yeah.
I'm from Zim, so I picked up what you was putting down, bro. But I
Got
wanted
you.
to make sure that our listeners understood what it was, though.
Yeah, it's a
What we were
beat.
saying.
It's a
Yeah,
beat,
okay.
but we
So
say rhythm,
basically,
not called rhythm.
what she does is she'll send you over a beat pack of different artists, and she's a prominent DJ who's got some producers, and then whichever one touches you, that's the one that you're gonna take and
No,
rock out with.
that's not what when in this case that's not really what happened. It's just that there's shout outs to Lady G, legendary Lady G too. She's a legendary dancehall artist as well. There's a version of on the rhythm. There's a compilation that's out right now on the Drive Rhythm. Just all you gotta look up Drive Rhythm, RIDDIM. Lady G's version is called Queenie Now This, and I really love that song. So I guess DJ Cutie Cute, she saw how I was vibing to the rhythm, and she was like, "Yo, CaNn, I can get this rhythm to you." I was like, "Okay, whatever." Then she called me like, "Yo, I got the rhythm," and she sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take care of this right away."
Yeah,
And that's how that went down. Yeah, yeah. But not if it. I have some others that she sent to me as well, but of all of them, this one really called me, and I picked up like, "Yo, yeah, I gotta take care of this right quick." But
man.
we got some more heat cooking up.
Talk about introduce yourself to the people, man. What made you start creating music, and what made you go dance hall instead of any of the genres that you could have tapped into? It sounds like you got roots and connections in New York, so talk about what made you pick that lane.
I like that question. I love that question actually. I'm from St. Croix in the US Virgin Islands. Shout out to my St. Croix peoples and what you call it. Of course, naturally being from the Caribbean, it's soca, calypso, zouk, quadrille, whatever you want to call it, reggae dance hall, of course, obviously. And it just as a kid growing up, that's all you would hear in the household. Lucky Dube, Bob Marley,
Right.
Peter
Leopold.
Tosh, all these guys, and you hear your grandmother singing, and you just and then coming from I'm a Smith, and all the Smiths in St. Croix, they're known for like playing music and stuff. All my uncles, they were all in a band, etc. So it's just in the bloodline. So of course, naturally, I took onto it. It took some sorry, and here I am today. I've been around the industry for a minute now. A little, I ain't gonna say how long, but for a minute now.
Yeah.
And segueing into the genre, the current genre today, it's a dancehall. It's not necessarily that it's dancehall. It's just where I'm at right now. Because earlier on, growing up on the island, shout outs to this group right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. That's
The
why I wore this
Wu-Tang.
tonight. You know what I'm saying? When you read my bio, you will always see Wu-Tang. As a little island kid, that's all I listened to, rap. I never really did the reggae and the dance hall and all that other stuff. I was a rapper. So on the island, back in that time, they would look at you like, bro, you from an island, like, what you doing rapping? Like, boo, get out of here with that, right?
Right,
Now,
right,
when
right.
you flip it now and you look at all the up and comings in the Virgin Islands, that's what they're doing. It's called a VI drill, and it's like with our accent, our native tongue, but over drill beats, and some of us are
Right.
even rappers. You know what I'm saying? So that says a lot for Boo and me for loving Wu-Tang Clan, and to this day, I'm still a rapper. I could put up with the best of them and go toe to toe with the
Okay.
best of them. It's just that
Well,
right now.
you talking to one of the best of them, man. We could get in the studio and see about it, man.
I got some bars, man. I got some bars. I ain't let that part of me go. But right now, the dance hall is where's that for me right now. Afro beats
Yeah,
as well.
just keep bringing the rhythm,
No,
man.
I got you, Pop. I got you. Shouts to Ghana. That's where
I'm
I
messing
went
with the
to
I'm
shoot the video.
I'm messing with the Afro beats too, man. Like on the
Yeah.
last project I dropped with DJ Holiday, it's called Badman, and that the whole message, the same thing, that island Afro beat type influence
Got
type
you.
thing too. You feel
Yeah.
me? So I feel that.
Yeah, definitely.
So do you got
Definitely.
projects out where you rapping? Do you got songs?
Yeah, I got not projects. I got some singles that was put out supported by the legendary DJ Clue and Desert Storm, DJ Don DeMarco. They put it out. They supported the team. It was Black Diamond Mafia. That's the moving back there on the wall right there. My boys Bugsy Hoffa, Trill Cosby, J.O. the Golden Child.
Yeah,
We just
Bugsy
had this
Hoffa on
movement. The
here.
Lane, my boys, the Lane
Yeah,
from
I
the
was gonna
Bronx.
say we had Bugsy on here, didn't we?
Oh, salute! So y'all know the deal. Then I don't gotta say no more. I'm the guy on fire hose. That's me right there. There you go. That's me. That's me. So that's
Bugsy's
me.
one of the
Yes.
funniest dudes ever, man. I
Say
don't
that
know
again?
if he was cracking jokes when he was around you too.
Bucksy's a crazy dude. He's nonstop comedy. He's nonstop. It never stops. It's like it's never a dull moment, and you never know what angle he's gonna come from. So you just gotta prepare yourself. Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy. Shout out to Bugsy Hoffa. That's my
He
boy.
pulled anything crazy around you?
Say it again.
He
He
pulled
said,
anything crazy around you?
got any crazy memories?
Well, Bugsy,
Yeah.
countless. I can't. Damn,
Can you
which one would
share?
stand out the most? He had a birthday night, right?
Yeah.
And I forgot what club we went to. It was like we was deep. It was like 20 of us in a what do you call them? The tall sprinters that just drive around or whatever.
Yeah,
Because that's
big
what we do. We
vans.
would hop in private jets just to fly to Miami or wherever. That's just what we used to do. And just do crazy stuff. But that night, my man got so twisted. He was obliterated. And it's like it was his birthday night. So you would expect for him to act how he act, and then I ain't gonna say too much more what happened, but it was a crazy night. So that memory of Bugsy will always, yeah, that was crazy. That's my man. I love him to death. That's my bro.
Obliterated's on a whole new level.
Yeah, he was.
Man, so you casually just dropped some major and legendary names, man. How did you curate and create those relationships, or were you introduced, or was it just you was rapping, singing here? Were you able to get in position where your team was able to make that happen?
For some weird reason, I was just you know that thing when they always say it's not who you know, but who know you, and I always happen to be in the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And I just have this thing about me when it comes to networking. Like I just know how to talk and just establish relationships and relationships, sorry, and maintain relationships. And that's a very key thing if anybody's on the checking and listening with this industry. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know how far a relationship could go, and do what you gotta do to preserve it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to be a kiss ass or sucker, but it doesn't hurt to call and say, "Hey, Happy New Year. How you doing, bro? Everything good with you? Blah blah blah. Anything? How's your family? Anything I could do for you? Let me know." A little touch, checking in like that every now and then it goes very, very far. And to this date, I still have, maintain a lot of positive relationships that, that I could make a phone call and they'll help me out, when and if they can. So that's the major part of some of my success today, if so to speak, along with the obvious, the talent and just the drive to keep, pushing. But definitely you need relationships in this industry. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
That's real,
Mm.
man.
Yeah.
Where's the name come from, man? Where's the CaNn CaNn come from?
CaNn is CaNn. That's it's so long story short, mama moved me up here from St. Croix and to stay for good. I would come up every summer and spend, the summer vacation from school, and we was chilling on my block where I was staying at in Brooklyn at the time, in East Flatbush, Brooklyn, and they made a joke at a dark skinned guy. I was laughing hysterically because it was a funny ass joke. I don't even want to say what they said, but it was funny. It was a funny joke. So then, the dude, one of the top dudes on the block, he was like, "Yo, what you laughing at? Which would nobody know your name with your big ass nose? We gonna call you Toucan. So your name is Toucan." So I'm like, so from that day moving forward, every time I'll be walking on the other side of the street, we go, "Oh, yo, Toucan." I look around like, "You?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, me. That's me. Hey, how you doing?" And I keep it moving. So going into music now, I just took it and incorporated. I would my my mantra would be, "Yo, it's your boy Toucan, aka CaNn." But the CaNn always resonated with the listeners and the supporters. That every time I go to like another venue, they'll forget the Toucan. They'll be like, "Yo, CaNn, what up?" So moving forward, my team at that time, management at that time, say, "Yo, drop Toucan. Just go with CaNn because that's what everybody remembers. Just stay with CaNn." And that's what it is. It's CaNn.
I can respect that, man.
Wow.
You earned that nickname.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Man, now I wish I knew that. I wish I knew that before we did the intro, so I could say CaNn CaNn.
Every song, if not every song, has that somewhere, either at the beginning, or the middle, or the end of it.
That's the tag.
That's my tag. CaNn. Yeah, it's yeah.
So if that's how you say it, is that why the letters are capital?
No, that's just some funky weird thing that I did, and I trademarked it, and I own it. So that's why I try to tell people, like, when they put out anything, like, try to keep to that as much as they can because it's trademarked and that's my branding. So it's just, I don't know. I guess it's because of how you will hear like a Madonna. That's a one name person. Prince. That's a one name person. The artist formerly known as whatever. That's a funky thing. So big C, small A. Big N, small N, 2 times. Yeah, that's
gotcha.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's just what I did. Being an artist, we're weird sometimes. Creatives.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure y'all are weird in y'all own way as creatives. We're all weird as creatives. You know what I'm saying? we do weird stuff, but it makes sense to you. As long as it makes sense to you, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you said you're in Jamaica right now?
No, I'm in well, I'm residing in Jamaica, Queens, but I represent. I've been in ever since I came to New York. I've been in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Ever since I've lived in Brooklyn. It's just that Queens right now it's quiet, and to be able to progress a little more in life and be at peace and have a little sanity for me. I live in Queens. I go check my peoples in Brooklyn, of course. My mom still live in Brooklyn, so in my family, so I go over there and holler at them and check on them. But I'm living in Queens, but I'm a Brooklyn boy.
So being in New York and Queens particularly, does that make things, I don't know, better to connect industry wise than being down in or back in Jamaica when it was a little bit more, as you said, louder? Was it easier?
Which Jamaica? No, I'm born and raised in St. Croix in the Virgin Islands. Yeah, in the Virgin Islands. But the people I'm getting a lot of support from Jamaican born people from Jamaicans in the UK, etc. right now. And shouts to my Ghanaians as well. My manager, Kofi Bannerman, he is from Ghana. Hence why I got intertwined with a lot of other major people in Ghana. I've been to Ghana 3 times in all of 2024. Shot videos, did a lot of collabs. I did the Bedroom Rough video in Ghana as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's I'm going back. I'm planning to go back next month, of course, for more media marketing for the record, etc. because they're looking forward to having me back out there. So but no, back home, I would say it's a little slower if that's what you were gauging.
Yeah.
It's a little bit slower in terms of trying to get out there because the island is but so small versus being on US mainland where you could really truly expand. You know what I'm saying? And I got my start really from going to a lot of these underground clubs back in the day because versus today when you could just sit in front of a camera like this and shoot something and put it together and put it out and hope people catch to you. You know what I'm saying? You used to have to go out and really earn your name in these clubs and stand toe to toe with the best of all the artists. Competitions. I won numerous competitions, trophies twice, 3 times my height. My mother got all them as as forms of this is why I'm doing it, mom. And she started really supporting me when she really saw me perform for the first time. Like, oh no, my son is really good. Like, yo, yeah, my son is good. I'm gonna support him. So she's fully supportive now. And she understands, the goal and the gauge. But yeah, being in the States, away from the island has been a big blessing because I think if I was to stay back home, I wouldn't be able to really get out and learn as much as I've learned, and expand as much as I expanded. You know what I'm saying? So I could say it was better that I did make the move or stay here, if anything, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But being in Brooklyn, I'm sure there's other influences. I know there's drill.
Well,
boom bap.
I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting a lot of influences, if so to speak. Naturally, when you hugging the block in Brooklyn, when you're hanging out in Brooklyn, that's all you know. It's either R&B, it's either hip hop. Of course, coming up in Flatbush, it's deemed the Caribbean melting pot, East Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Right.
You're gonna hear a lot of music, a lot of dance. So you're gonna want to join ciphers. Whether it's reggae ciphers or hip hop ciphers, singing ciphers, going to high school. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of. I went to a high school where there was this mixture of every single culture you could think of. You know what I'm saying? I was part of this dance crew called WI Anonymous, West Indies Anonymous. It was Trinidadian, a Jamaican, and me from St. Croix Crucian, and we just would dominate the competitions and perform at all talent shows. We would perform. One would be a singer, one would do reggae, and then I would do reggae and hip hop at the same time because that's what I used to want to do. Looking up to Busta Rhymes when he did a KRS-One, Cardinal Official when he was heavy doing what he was doing. I would call it ragga hop. So that's what really got me noticed by a lot of people. The way that I used to blend it, like really, really blend it, paying homage to those names that I just called and really pushing my efforts forward. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely.
You said so St. Croix is Crucian?
Yeah, Crucian. It's 3 islands in the Virgin Islands: St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John. The capital of the Virgin Islands is Charlotte Amalie, based in St. Thomas. St. Thomas is Tomians, St. John's are Jonians, and St. Croix is Crucians. Yeah,
that was
Crucians.
a lot. That was a lot. I'm gonna have to run that back.
Yeah, we right there. It's Puerto Rico, Vieques, St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. John.
Okay.
In that little thingy right there, yeah.
The way you just laid it out on the map, I definitely saw it better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's boop, bop, bop, bop.
Because I've seen that pattern there. Yeah.
There it goes. Boom, bang, bang, right there. See Puerto Rico, Vieques, St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John, right there. Oh, y'all on point, man. I like y'all.
we try, but
yo, y'all on point. I like this. I never see nobody do that. When I tell people St. Croix, they be like, huh? Where? What? I'm like, okay, I guess.
Hey, we trying to help.
Yeah.
We are
a little dot.
We're out of time, unfortunately, man. So
I appreciate you sticking with us, CaNn CaNn.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely, brother. Appreciate y'all. Shout outs to my publicist, Trevor Julian, Dr. Coffee Bannerman, everybody on the check and the support. Cutie Cute, Mikey Less. Man, we here, man. Bedroom Rough is out now. Please continue to support that, stream that. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Appreciate y'all for having me.
But before you roll, though, we do want to see if you could suggest a future guest for our show, someone you think could be a good fit, someone you could actually call or message personally to actually refer to the show.
You want me to say that on camera?
Yeah, yes.
Does it have to be?
Give a shout out.
Does it have to be music?
Nope. It does
not. It don't have to be music. I would suggest. I would definitely suggest two people, my manager and my publicist. One is definitely. They're both people that you would want to hear from with their extensive. I want to say, my publicists. They're both like they like to play the cut. They love to play the background. They don't like this limelight in front of the camera stuff. Yeah. But just from because I'm pretty sure you guys get a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying, and you would want to hear from another angle like this. They got a whole lot of other stuff going on besides Trevor Julian being my publicist and working with me directly, and Coffee Banner being my manager working with me directly. They got other stuff going on outside of that. And I think that, that'll be dope for them to come up on your platform and, just showcase a little bit, if not anything, of what they got going on. And probably could drop some jewels too for some up and comings as well, because they're very, very valuable, important people in my life, and I really appreciate the both of them.
Well
Definitely.
done, man. Any final words you have for us?
Once again, appreciate y'all. Thanks for all the love on the West Coast. Acknowledging and receiving the record as you did. Shout outs to the person you said was dancing. That was the aim, and to make people move with the record, as it's a very fun, relatable record, as you can see in the video. I just wanted to really go the comedy route, and instead of the traditional grinding and all that kind of gyrating stuff. I mean, that did go down, but it didn't make the cut because of where I want to put the record.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Them female shots to all the models in that video, they did their thing, but everything can't make the cut, and the clean version got to be the final cut. But yeah, shout outs to them. They did their thing, and just keep streaming our Bedroom Rough. I have some other records I had put out in the most recent history. And yeah, man, we definitely here.
All right, much love to CaNn right here on Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. What we doing next week? We got Lux coming through. If you might remember Kev Soon, she actually was in the background during that show, so we're going to bring her to the foreground on this one. Lux will be here in the studio, and then you may notice those questions on the other guest, Cold Camp. Well, it's because this is a group of artists that haven't revealed themselves yet. One of them is going to reveal themselves live on the air on who they are, because they're rapping under pseudonyms for Cold Camp. So, but we'll have one returning favorite from that group. Okay. Dirty Sample produced the record. So
shout out to Sample.
Dirty Sample will be here, and then another artist from Cold Camp will be on the show, who has never revealed himself as a part of Cold Camp before. So there'll be a reveal on Fresh Juice next week.
It'll be a reveal, huh?
We may not get the names of all the people that are part of the group because they said they want to stay anonymous, but at least one of them says he wants to reveal it on Fresh Juice. So that's what's going down next week. Mystery group, Cold Camp, and Lux.
Can I ask what do Cold Camp do?
Yeah, right.
What's their genre?
We're gonna have to find out.
All right, now y'all gotta be curious. I gotta tune in. I'm tuning in.
All right, we'll do that, man, on the 22nd. That's next week on the from 9 to 11 p.m. Follow on all of our platforms. Let's see, Facebook. There we go. Facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. IG, X, Twitter @Fresh Juice Media. And go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@ Fresh Juice Media. Go put that up in your browser. You don't have to do the search engine. Take you right to the page. Remember, we do live shows for you almost every week. You can watch it whenever you want. And then we do smaller clips on the daily of previous episodes, like YouTube shorts and all that kind of stuff. Right now, we're posting the shorts from last week's episode with Only One Wiser. Lots of great stuff right there. So, and then after that, we'll do some shorts from this episode tonight, man, with CaNn and Anthony Danza and everything else that happened in between. So keep it locked. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us for another edition of Fresh Juice. Peace.
Peace.
And bless. We out.